The Business of AI podcast, exploring how businesses are using AI to build services and tools, transforming organisations and delighting consumers.
Produced by UKAI and hosted by Zara Shah. Women in AI. AI is our business.
Hi, Heather. Thank you so much for joining the UKAI Women in AI podcast. We would love for you to introduce yourself to all of you who's watching and listening.
Hi, Zara. Thanks for having me. It's really great to be here. So my name is Heather Adams. I currently work for Accenture, where I lead their risk and compliance services globally. For those who don't know it, Accenture is a very large multi-service organization that has made a massive investment in being at the forefront in AI.
What made you select this career path and, go towards technology and join Accenture?
Yeah, great question. It was a very long time ago. So I've actually been with Accenture for over 26 years, and I made the decision while I was still studying at university all those years ago. I think I wanted a career in business. So I had been studying economics and management, and I thought some sort of career in business sounded very exciting, and I thought I'd learn a lot. My parents were teachers, so very different kind of career option from what I'd seen in my own family. And I thought, the opportunity to move to London and things like that all sounded very exciting. I think at the time, I knew that Accenture was very strong in technology, and I was excited to learn about technology, but I don't think I realized how into the topic I would get and how far it would take me.
Were there any key challenges that you had to overcome along the way that you'd like to?
No, I'm not a very technical person by background. So as I said, I studied economics and management. I wasn't a deep technologist. I could barely use Excel when I joined Accenture. So my challenges were really around making sure that I could keep up with learning about technologies and really the opportunity that technologies present to our clients and in that business context. But to do so, I had to keep up as well with being able to use all the latest tools and technologies, starting with Excel, moving through a whole bunch of different things. When I joined, we all had to learn to code as part of a training program, for example. And then over the years, I built up a very strong understanding of risk and compliance technologies, how they work for our clients, and more recently, how analytics, then machine learning, then AI can help our clients as well. So I've just been learning the whole way through.
Are there any current or future projects that you're working on that you'd like to share, particularly around the impact of AI on increasing the risk or financial fraud within organizations, large enterprises?
Yeah, so things that really excite me are where we can use AI to better prevent and detect fraud or financial crimes such as money laundering and terrorist financing. We do a lot of work with this in this area with our clients today, but I think there's still a lot more that we can do. So, for example, we're looking at how can we better use AI to interact with humans during the payments journey to help stop people making payments that are fraudulent, that they shouldn't be making. So when they're getting scammed or something like that, actually using it as a nudge to sort of question people and break the spell. I think that's a really interesting opportunity for agentic AI. Equally, I think there's lots of opportunities just generally to evolve the detection rules that we use, particularly in banking and government, in order to better detect where fraud or money laundering is occurring. And I'm really enjoying continuing to work on evolving those with my clients.
That's great. What advice would you offer to people who would like to follow in your footsteps or pursue a path?
Yeah, I mean, the path is probably evolving and different every day, but I think if you are interested in technology and AI, you shouldn't let your background be something that prevents you doing something that interests you. If you're willing to learn and you're interested, find an opportunity to work with a company where you can use skills you already have, but you get the opportunity to learn these new skills as well. That's what I found with Accenture, and I've continued to find, and one of the reasons why I'm still there is that I'm continuing to find the opportunities to learn and evolve these new skills in order to do some more really exciting work.
That's great. What do you see as sort of future opportunities within this area, particularly for women?
Yeah, I think that if we really want to use AI for the good of society, all of society needs to be engaged. So that means all genders, all ethnicities, all sexualities, etc. We can't have it that AI is designed for the whole world by a very small group of people. So I think everybody needs to get involved in this journey of how we use technology and AI in society and participate in it. It could be doing things in your community. I really enjoyed, for example, Zara, coming to the hackathon that UKAI hosted, where we saw women who had never used AI before actually showing how they have been putting it to work for use cases that were really relevant to their communities. And I could see a lot of personal stories there, and I thought that was fantastic. We should all be part of the conversation and part of the journey. So my simple, message is just get involved, whether it's a community project, something locally that you can try, or whether it is something you can do through part of your career opportunities. Don't be afraid. If you're willing to learn and you're willing to try and to just try and learn again, then keep going.
Are there any specific training programs you would recommend, for example, out there that you are aware of that are publicly available, for example?
It's probably not something I've spent a lot of time looking into, but I also think that one of the great things about AI is how accessible it is, right? You can learn and practice your prompting on publicly available tools online. Be careful, be safe, don't overshare private information, but take some sort of use case there. You're not sharing anything that's personal, and just try and practice and evolve and improve your prompting skills to get better and better outputs every time. That's something anybody can do who has access to a computer and some online access.
That's true. That's very good advice. How can people get in touch with you if they wanted to learn more, or maybe get you involved in opportunities?
Yeah, I'd love to hear from people who are interested in what we've been talking about today. You can find me on LinkedIn. It's Heather Adams, working at Accenture.
Heather, is there anything else you'd like to share?
I think I've been so surprised and excited as I've been on this journey. The 21-year-old me who joined this big crazy company all those years ago saw that there was a toolkit that we had then that we could use to help our clients and to do great things. I didn't know I was going to get involved in the risk and compliance side and particularly get so excited about fraud and financial crime prevention. But I did. And then as I kept discovering more, I just kept trying and learning and trying to see what would make the biggest difference. And I think what I've learned from that is just to follow the things that get you excited, because you never know where they'll take you, and be open-minded towards that, because I think when you do go after things that are interesting with an open mind, it's surprising how much you learn, and it's surprising how much you grow and how much fulfillment you can get out of doing that.
Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you for joining us and sharing your journey. Hopefully we get to, see amazing things happening from your end in the future, and get you to come to more of our events as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me today.
Don't miss the next episode. Subscribe now.
UKAI is the trade association for businesses across the UK. Tech and non-tech, large and small. AI is our business. Find out more at ukai.co.